sexy music over here. Work the stage, you know, got to seduce the microphone.
Yeah, baby.
Alright, let me stop. Let's just start. I'm just gonna stop playing games. Stop playing games. Alright, so how y'all doing tonight? Y'all good?
Alright.
Thank you so much for coming out to this Palooza. About to find out what that means tonight. I'm not entirely sure myself, but I guess we're going to have a night of discovery. As she said, my name is Brian Michael. Actually, my real name is Brian Michael Smith, but having 3 white names was just a little too much. I was a little confused. People didn't know what to expect when I walked into the room. You know, actually, real story, I did try to like blacken my name up a little bit when I was younger. You know, I tried to like change it, sound a little more black. You know, I tried LeBrian. I tried Brianique. I tried Briante. I tried but I know how to spell that shit, so I just kept with Brian Michael, just 2 names, so that's good, you know what I mean? I'm having a little trouble up here. I'm having trouble like moving. I don't know about y'all, but December, as soon as it hits December, I just like dry out. I'm like ashy as nobody's business. I swear to God, if I like roll my pants up right now, I look like a chocolate powdered donut. I need help. You know, it don't matter what I do. I put the lotion on, just sucks it up. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for my wife because my feet are getting real crusty, like my toenails. I swear they look like Stegosaurus plates. Like it's just sharp, jagged plates sticking out. I tried to cuddle with her last night, and I like cut her Achilles tendon. She can't walk. She's all messed up. You know, my poor wife. You know, it's weird saying that too. I'm still getting used to saying wife. I haven't been married that long. You know, I'm actually having like a whole like legitimate anniversary to celebrate. It's been about like 2 years. 2 years.
Nice.
Like, I have to like say legitimate anniversary because my wife like she thinks everything's an anniversary. I mean, ever since we was together, be like, oh Brian, it's our 3-week anniversary. Oh Brian, it's our 6 months since we had our first coffee anniversary. I'm like, I don't think you know what that word means. I think year anniversary year. I don't want to like, but it's sweet. You know, she celebrates like too much though. I mean, some things she celebrates kind of like me feel a little uncomfortable. You know, she like, you know, Brian, today's the first anniversary since our first non-professional email. One day I'm sitting over there, I'm at her mom's house, right? And I'm like, I'm chilling, I'm trying to be like the good suitor and like get to know her mom and her sisters and stuff like that. And we're talking and she leans over me, Brian, it's the first anniversary since when you pooped at my mom's house. I'm on my spot, I didn't know that was me. I got away with that. It's crazy, you know, getting used to that stuff right there. You know, and another thing that I had to get used to is just, you know, her being traditional. You know, I'm a pretty laid back dude. I'm from Michigan. I'm chill.
Woo!
Yep. You know, go blue over here. Right. But she's Dominican and like, you know, Roman Catholic traditional upbringing. And I didn't know how traditional she was going to be. I should have got a clue because our first date there was a woman sitting in the back seat of the car. I'm like, who is that? It was her chaperone. Her auntie came with us to make sure I was a gentleman. I should have took that clue, you know. And then like we were together for a while, and I'm like, okay, I feel like we're getting to know each other. I feel like it's getting serious right now, you know. I think we need to like start this trial so we can kind of see what it's like to live together. So I told her. She looked me dead in the face. She said, Brian, I'm not leaving my house until I'm a bride. I'm like, oh, come on, girl, you're crazy. That's great. That is exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. We did not live together at all, you know. I was trying very hard because I'm like, yo, we need to know what this is going to be like. You know, I'm a dude. You live with all your sisters and your mom. You know what it smell like. She was having none of it. So I had to like, you know, resort to like weird stuff. I would like get a zip band, like roll up to her like after school, and, like, you know, some stuff from Home Goods. Like, hey, you want to come check out the apartment? You want to come check it out? You know? Now I think about, I was probably a little creepy. I probably like a pedophile. She worked from the school. I shouldn't have did that. Come back there, but it worked. She still married me, so I guess it's not too bad. You know what I mean? But it's been a lot to adjust to since we actually did get married, and like move in together. Because I lived alone for a while, and you know, you kind of get used to how you want to be. You know, and I work with people. And I deal with people. I'm an actor, and I work with kids and stuff like that. So I spend like all day like being around people. And I live in Harlem off 125th Street. And this is not like cute gentrified Harlem. This is still kind of crackheads be out there trying to get you like Harlem right there. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you've ever been up to 125th and Lexington, next to that creepy old abandoned Pathmark. But that's where I'm coming from. Okay, as I like to affectionately call it, Zombie Land. I mean, you legit have dudes standing here like this. You got people trying to like get you to protest. You got dudes stealing pizza in a wheelchair. Like, how do you steal pizza in a wheelchair? I don't know, but it's happened, right? So I gotta like make my way through this whole like, you know, abyss. I'm like guarded. I got my stuff up, you know. I usually just get home. I just need 10 minutes not to deal with anybody so I can get my guard down. So, you know, I'm making my way through it. I get to my house, and my wife, I love her to death. She's so sweet. She wanted to surprise me. She's very happy her husband is home. So she wants to, like, jump out and kiss me. I kicked her. No thought, you know, to pray for her. I'm so sorry. You know. I don't know if she can handle up there, you know, but I'm trying to get used to that. I told her, you know, don't jump out at me. You know, sit on the couch for at least 5 minutes. Don't walk up on me. You know, just let me come to you. You know, I think she's doing okay with that. You know, if I come to her, you know what I mean. But it's cool, and also, you know, I'm getting used to like her being like just Dominican. I didn't even know what Dominican was. So I moved to Dominican. Real talk. I thought she was making that shit. I'm like, Puerto Rican, I know. Mexicans, I know. What the hell is Dominican? It's a country. It's real. It's right next to Haiti. It's like a legit thing, right? But they got like some traditions and stuff I've never heard of. You know, they do things very different. Like Dominicans, they got the bachata. You know what I'm saying? Some little dance stuff. They clap when the airplanes land. I didn't know that. I thought, what is going on? I'm not with her. I had to, you know, claim her and stuff like that. And then they also have the cure for cancer, which I did not know. Dominicans are light years ahead of us right now. They have the cure for cancer. They call it Vivaparu, or as we call it, Vapor Rub. It is Vapor Rub. They use that for everything except for what it is designed to be used for. Right? Like, I mean, I tell you what, like, you got a dislocated shoulder, you got a mosquito bite, you got like some juju on you, like whatever it takes, they will use Vapor Rub. And I did not know this, right? So one day I'm laid up, I got a migraine. It's bad. I'm laying in the bed, and my wife's like, what's wrong with me? I got a migraine, it's terrible. She jumped out of the bed, and she ran out into the bathroom. I thought she was like going to get, you know, some Advil, etc. Tylenol, you know, that's what I'm thinking, right? So I'm laying there, I'm trying to like block out the light, you know, and next thing you know, I just feel this like little greasy hand on my temple, right? And first I'm like, it feels good, but next thing you know, my eyes like watering up. My nostrils have opened up wide. I'm like, Dinah, what are you doing? She's like, it's Vapor. Like, it's you killing me. You killing me. It made it worse. Like the migraine got worse, you know. So I'm like, no, please God, no. She's like, no, it's really good. I was like, nah, that's not good. Don't use it no more, right? So she realized I didn't like Vapor Rub, but she still believed in it. So every now and then, you know, I have like a problem, and she'll try to sneak into it. So I'll be laying there in the bed, you know, like mind my own business, my little backache, and I just feel like a little greasy. I was like, no Vapor Rub. I said no to Vapor Rub, you know. Gosh. Please don't. She's like, no, but I need it. I was like, all right, fine. Pray for her. I think we'll get through it. You know what I mean? So it's been kind of cool adjusting to that and getting used to her, you know, doing that. Another thing was weird for me was getting used to just her Spanish. Like, you know, I learned some Spanish in high school. I know my little bitty bomb, you know, Selena Spanish. I feel like I know. Watching Univision, you know, I think I know some things. But they speak like Dominican Spanish. I don't know what is going on. For the longest time, I didn't think her mom liked me. Because I'll go over the house, and they'd be like over there talking, Calindo. I'm like, who the fuck is Calindo? I'm like, you know, why would she use my name? You know, like, does she wish that, like, the ex was here? Like, who the fuck is, it's Calindo? So, like, I'm getting mad. Like, she said right to my face, Calindo. I'm like, man. Right? So I went home, I sat in these, and I was like, look, okay, I don't know what your mom's problem is with me, okay, but I am Brian. I am your husband. I love you. I'm going to be with you, and she needs to stop disrespecting me. She's going to have to call me by my name. Who the hell is Calindo? She's like, Brian. She's not saying Calindo. She's saying K-lindo, which means how cute. How sweet. I was like, oh. You want me to get some Vapor Rub? I'm so sorry. You know. It worked. She gave me. It was real good. But, you know, she's real cool. I've been enjoying being with her. I actually met her on a job when I was working with kids. And so that was kind of like cool. We worked in this school on the Upper East Side. And I tell you what, that was something to be a black man on the Upper East Side working in these schools. These kids are different. They are different than the kids I grew up with. I worked in Detroit with kids. And you tell them kids, sit down, be quiet. It's cool. You can't say that to these kids, right? You cannot say that to the kids on the Upper East Side. I remember I did a presentation for the kids, getting them ready for their, you know, typing class. I showed them what they needed to do, and as I'm showing the computer, the little girl just gets right up and just walks up. My daddy has the computer. I'm like, no, you gotta go have a little seat. Have a seat. Okay. So she sat down, whatever. We went about the rest of it. Everything was cool. Next thing you know, the class just barely ended, and the principal shows up in the door. Hey, Brian. I'm like, oh, cool, share about my lesson. Like, you know, 21st century learning, this is real good, right? And she's like, so I heard about the incident in class today. Incident in class? Whose class? What? She's like, and you told Sally no. You know, we can't do that. We want to redirect. I was like, what you trying to do? I can't tell the kids. No? Yeah, we want to use different words. And I was like, all right, this is it's gonna be quite an adjustment for me. So I'm doing my best to work with these kids, but I mean they are very different, very unique. Like, you know, when I was a kid, we used to play games. You know, we used to play stuff like Uno and stuff like that. What games did you play when you were a kid? Scrabble, you know, tag. What games did you play when you were a kid?
Wait, sorry?
Sorry, Scrabble, tag. These are games we play. You know what the kids in this school play? Booty tag. Booty tag. That's what I said. It is exactly what the hell it sounds like. Okay? The object of the game is to tag someone's booty and then run away. This is what the kids is playing, right? So, I mean, I don't want to have anything to do with booty tag. Now, the kids think that this is a good game to try to play with teacher, right? So, I'm in class, I'm teaching. I hear these little kids plotting to touch my booty. So I'm sitting up in the front, I'm, you know, talking to kids, okay, so we're going to do, make sure you use the home roll, stuff like that, and I just hear, okay, when he turns around, you touch his butt. I said, who the hell said that? Nobody's touching my butt. I cannot be getting in trouble for no damn booty. How am I supposed to explain this to my wife? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work, right? And they wow, right? So I had to be careful with that, and then they have issues that I can't really speak to, right? So, I mean, we're in the class, I'm doing my Lego creations class, and one of the kids is over here. It's Legos, right? The kid is putting his little Lego creation together, and he just decides this is a good thing to take over here and hit Sally in the face with. So he hits Sally in the face. It's blood. It's Legos everywhere. I'm freaked out. I'm concerned. I do what you have to do as a teacher. You get on the phone. You call the parents. So I get on the phone. I call little Ethan's parents. I'm like, yeah, so Ethan hit Sally in the face with some Legos. We need you to come pick him up. My son didn't do that. Is this Ethan's mom? Yes, this is Ethan's mom. Well, Ethan hit Sally in the face with Legos. My son wouldn't do that. There must be some mistake. I'm sorry. Are you calling me a liar? Like, are you, me with my grown man eyes who saw what happened? It's a fact. It's not, there's no contempt. You weren't here. I'm telling you what happened. No, I'm not going to have someone spreading these lies against my family, my lawyers. I'm like, what lies? What are you talking about? Like, what world does she think we live in? That, like, what I would do with my day is I would say to myself, let me pull out the parent directory and just make up some stuff about one of these kids. Whose kid? Yeah, this one's Ethan, let me fuck up his whole life. Yeah, that's what I'm doing on my lunch break, ladies, figuring out how to mess up your child's life. Why would I do this, you know? But I couldn't do anything about it. I told the lady what happened. She showed up. She said it was my fault. I had to just slow the easing up out of there and say, y'all lucky I ain't got no paper up. I put it all through. All right? Well, that's my time. I'm glad you guys